what to say. Pause, girl. Pause. Pause. I think I'm a bit nervous. Hi, my name is Teko, and this is my double take. I study at UCT. I'm doing a BSc in Applied Stats and Ecos. I also recently started designing clothes. Yeah, I've never been to a fashion school or any sort of sewing classes, but I guess I'm good at it. I like traveling. I like designing stuff. I like using my hands to make stuff. I love numbers. I love maths. I love chilling with my friends and family. I know how to solve the Rubik's Cube. I recently learned that I like interacting with people. I always thought I was an office person, so I want my own space, but after doing like promotional jobs and like being a tutor, I realized that I like working with people and helping people out and having people help me. Uh, yeah, I like having a good time. If you want to do something, call me because I just like doing stuff. Oh, and I make wigs as well. My creative journey is literally something I only recently discovered. But growing up, I was, like I mentioned, I do love using my hands to do stuff, to make stuff. But I think because I was so strong academically, like throughout high school, that was kind of overlooked. And it was only in my third year, the end of my third year at UCT, that I decided to actually do something because I was no longer like, I guess, bound by the whole you're so strong academically. It was more of a just do whatever you want decor. And yeah, I bought leather from the fabric store, and then from there I got a sewing machine and I started making clothes, and that's how it all happened. My favorite project. I don't think I have a favorite project. I think all of them are my favorite. I know the answer, but because it's such a recent thing, everything that I do is like a new learning opportunity. And whether it's working with zips or elastics or different types of stitches, making a pair of pants or a skirt, it's all something new. So just seeing the final product of what was initially an idea, that's always exciting, and that's why I say every project is my favorite, well, thus far at least. I think I've learned to be more confident in this field because I never did extramurals at school because I was discouraged from doing them because I was so strong in academics. So that was like I guess something I always leaned on, if that makes any sense. But now that I've kind of ventured off into something which is completely out of my comfort zone, I've had to learn to be confident with it, especially because I feel like this talent, it just came out of nowhere, and I am I think I am very good at it for someone who's just starting out. So yeah, just being more confident in my work, in my art, and especially around others as well, others who are in the same field, being more confident around them and being sure of myself. Yeah. I think that, not even I think that, I know that it's played a very big role because I believe that we're all, well, I mean, it's said in the Bible that we're all branches of like the vine, so we all have our different parts, and these different parts come in different forms, whether it's you having different talents and whatnot. And when I started sewing, I would say to my friends that I really think that this is when God gives you a talent, He's speaking about something like this, something that you don't even practice or you've never gotten time to actually like sit and play around with. You just kind of fell into it and everything worked out so well. And I think it was that, especially because when I started with the sewing, it was, I had recently like came out of a very long depression phase. It reaffirmed my faith in Christ. Like, I think my relationship with Christ definitely grew stronger at that point, and not even just grew stronger, but it was more of a like, um, he's no longer just there because I was raised in a Christian home and I was going to church every Sabbath or whatnot. But now, like, I actually know that God is there, Jesus is there, and this is what He has done for me. And yeah. So it has played a very big role or my faith rather has played a big role in this, because I feel like if it wasn't for if it wasn't for me knowing that this is like a God given talent, then I don't think I would have been as serious, or I would be as serious as I'd like to, if that wasn't the case. What I'd like to do with my work, I recently decided that I want to start a fashion brand. So yeah, that's in the near future. Hopefully, I want to have like a runway with like models showing off the things that I make, and also because can I say just last night? Or must I say recently? Because I don't know when this is going to be posted. Recently, I was part of a fashion show. I was actually one of the models, which was a very cool experience. But I think I liked the side of the fashion designers more than the side of the models. So the whole arranging stuff and planning who goes first and whatnot, depending on what type of look you want to show to the people first or not. Yeah, and just all of that. I'd like to start a fashion line, but that's also very inclusive, because yeah, fashion is still the same as it was like a while ago. There's still, the smaller girls, and yeah. And at some point in my life, I'd also like to lecture maths, and I'd like to travel the world. That's the ultimate job, just to travel and live like locals do. Yeah. Final remarks. I think that I don't want to be too controversial. Wow. Okay, you'll do whatever you do with the editing. I think that I've always said to my sister that education is important, but school isn't necessarily. What I mean by that is education takes many different shapes and forms. So long as you're learning something, I think that's all that should be important. Like, you shouldn't let a mark on your report or on your transcript define your worth or who you should be. And even though many people might even still see it like that, so even though I might apply for a job and they'll want to see my matric certificate or my transcript, we all shouldn't let that bound us. There's more life to live outside of what school can give you. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy actually when I think about it. Just don't let school be your life. School should be, or academics rather, should be a part of your life. Yes, definitely, but don't make it your entire life. Because when you do that, you will be very unhappy. Not to say that school is a bad place. School is a great place to figure out where it is you want to be in life. School is a great place to do things like accounting or like mathematics or whatever. But sometimes we put too much emphasis on schooling, and also at a very young age, that once that falls apart, it's as though your whole life has fallen apart. So yeah, just make it a part of your life, so that when that fails, everything else can be like something you can fall back on. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Can we do this again?
I'm going in for your favorite rapper. Something missing in the music that they cookie.